Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my bambina's skies so gray? I'm gonna fade in slowly.
Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him?
What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon.
We're
I feel
here
like
to investigate.
if you have a knife
the
that
crime scene.
sharp, I wouldn't be talking while I'm like waving it in front of my face.
He's a professional.
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw!
Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting.
Looks like the card reader's on again. Well, while we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions.
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres.
Because he's drunk. You're drunk then? Busy then?
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us, hombres.
Got him. Do you have anything
Objection! That's not what you said.
I don't even
We
think
have
anything.
food.
Oh, yeah, food. Food. Steak.
Yeah, we have a bribe. That's even better.
That smell. Reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from
Is that
Texas?
like Arkansas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Star.
What's this?
Well, what's wrong?
Filet steak lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what that means.
Take lunch given to Officer Marshall.
All right, Bambina, you win. Ask him.
Please never do that again. Finally, it seems like.
He's willing to talk.
All right.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good. And I'm grateful for it.
Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us.
That poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly.
He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, I might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know?
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place.
You mean the security camera system?
I don't take the machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli that sneak in next to your snake, you know? Yeah,
Sneaky snake.
sneaky snakes. I eat snakes for breakfast,
And lunch.
sometimes for supper, but never dinner.
Miss Star told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. It's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
That's
You
so
still-
sad.
Yeah. You're still investigating the S9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. Lots of BO. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it, anyhow? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago. The day of our case.
That's right. The evidence transferals.
Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about?
We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the Poseidon Detective supervision for 2 years. so we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see?
So what happens to the evidence after 2 years?
Oh, God. Choked on water.
It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault of the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated.
That happened to SL9 2 days ago.
I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be like a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras.
Those are the ones that Officer Meekin mentions. It makes sense that he would understand the simple ones.
Nothing happens. The tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be.
You're the security guard, and you reckon?
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
That's the card reader by the door.
The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through.
So this is the ID card record.
Hey, I've seen
Hey.
that somewhere before.
What?
Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove the record is tied to the stabbing.
We'd show him the ID?
Present.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot?
The number on this is that number.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again.
There it is, 514.
Look, the 4th number, it's a perfect match.
It was used at 514, right before the stabbing.
More, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was inside the evidence room.
But wait, what did Officer Meekin say? Let's see, asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
I was saying, so whatever.
He had his ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
All right, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
Okay.
I've got an ID. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Can you look at the list again?
Oh, okay, and then we filled in Bruce Goodman.
So 498 9596 has
Yeah.
to be Meekins, right?
Presumably. Why was he
Because
here
he
earlier?
would have. Yeah, he also had to have gone in directly after Goodman. But like directly after Goodman is weird. And then somebody has the ID of 777777777.
That's true.
Oh, and 2 people. No, never mind.
Oh, wait. So we had... Yeah, so we had enough people in here. Okay.
4 people in total. 5 entries.
I guess
2 of
let-
them
let's,
Meekins probably.
let's go
Go in.
inside first, or yeah. Evidence room. All right, February 23, evidence room, sector 3.
It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. It feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Scared of more.
I haven't dropped here for years. Whoa!
This is what he meant by blacking out.
So sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
Nah, I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard?
Rado, please do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content, knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true.
So Chief Police Gant will loan anyone $50? Even me?
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today.
Oh, good. We're in good hands. Wait, just for today.
Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're a boss for a day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you want to have this.
Evidence room floor plans out of the court record.
Guess let's look
All
at
right,
those.
Gumshoe, what you got?
Okay,
Oh.
it's an L. Yeah,
We can't take
Gummy?
this, Gumshoe.
That's true.
So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day?
That's right. That's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone and locked in here but until Marshall turned on the reader? Where are your underlings?
After using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again.
I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course I do. I am a detective, after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open?
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it.
Using their ID card?
Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
At the handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor. And if the wrong person touches it,
Zap, you get a shock.
if that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
Evidence locker reported to the court record.
Okay, that's good.
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in the court today.
I see.
I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case.
Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
Maybe we can get him to tell us more about this case. Present the SL9?
Like this?
Yeah.
Sure.
Detective Goodman's note, that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised out of anyone.
Because of the SL9 connection.
And that was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
But why would the evidence from that case turn up now?
I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case.
We can talk to him about it now, right?
Yeah, probably. Yep.
Now that was a bloody, violent case.
Violent. So it was a murder?
Oh, serial killing.
A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all.
The killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built this case around that to nab him.
This was 2 years ago?
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. It started the rumor mill.
Rumors? About forged evidence?
It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
So, is that switchblade knife?
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself?
Interesting. Okay. What else do I want to show him?
Badge.
And then probably the list.
That's the victim, Detective Goodman's ID card. These days, everything is cards and secret numbers. I can never relax.
That's only because you always lose your card.
I always forget my secret number, too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to?
Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system.
Does he know any of these IDs? Probably. I assume not.
He might recognize his own.
Yeah, that's true.
Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa!
Well, what is it?
That second number.
It's not your ID detective number, is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, what?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
What? What?
It makes sense he would remember Edgeworth, but not his own number.
That's true. ID record updated in the court record. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room?
Okay.
So wait, hold on. He showed up here several minutes before Bruce Goodman did. In fact,
Yeah, like
almost
half an hour.
45 minutes.
Like, yeah.
No, half hour.
Half
That's
an
what it
hour,
was.
yeah.
And then somebody else comes in at 4:50, 10 minutes after he was there, which seems pretty reasonable. And that's still 24 minutes before Bruce Goodman. And then Miles Edgeworth has to drive like 30 minutes to get back to the prosecutor's office.
Right.
Wait, if it's a 30-minute trip, that's at like 5:10, and his parking ticket is at 5:12.
It's at 5. Say something like that. Let's see. Yeah, 5:12.
Yeah, so okay, we've got that at 5:12. So he had to be in here at like for 2 minutes, right?
Yeah,
and leave.
yeah,
So he
yeah,
had to be
he
out
was
by
in
the
here pretty
time
quickly.
whoever came in at 4:50.
Yeah.
So he came, grabbed exactly what he needed, knew what he needed to get within 2 minutes of entering the room. He's not a detective though, so what could he get from here?
Yeah, I wonder if he has his own locker. Okay. So
Maybe.
then, like, yeah, so like he was in here for like 5 minutes maybe. Then another person, he leaves. Other person comes in at some point. They presumably leave, and then re-enter with Goodman. Okay,
Yeah.
good to know. And then we just have this. I assume this is nothing. Yep, cool.
Yep.
We have again this. All right.
An L.
Okay.
Hey, there's the metal detector, by the way. And
there it is.
And his fishing pole.
Where's the dog? Where's Missile? Oh, no.
Yeah.
we have some things to look at.
Oh, look at this big pile of junk in the corner.
That looks like a car door.
There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away.
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
And shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us.
Yeah, let's I guess look at these.
There's something sticking out of here.
Oh, I just noticed that. Yeah.
Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case.
Wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here.
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck for about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too.
Bet he doesn't tuck it in his shirt under that trench coat either.
If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal.
Okay.
This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams.
I'm not so sure about the dreams.
It won't open.
Do you really think it would?
Day, pal, our security is high-tech around here.
Yeah. Okay. So these are all kind of the same. Gotta find the secret tools.
Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust around here.
What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is.
Oh, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it.
Wait, I've seen that somewhere before.
All right, pal, that's the metal detector.
Is the dog in the bag?
The one that led to solving of that case out in Gourd Lake, remember?
Oh.
Oh, right. Wow. It feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've really seen this one before.
Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later.
A cheap-looking box?
You can't judge a person or machine by the cover. You gotta look at their heart.
Do machines have hearts?
Tagami, they do.
Slide to the right.
Right. Okay, let's slide. Oh,
Blood.
lots of blood. I guess let's look around
And
and
a
let's do the
saw.
luminal.
And paint.
Yeah, well, there's definitely blood here.
What's this? Blood.
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here.
Looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright, what if there are other blood stains left in the room?
We should use your testing fluid to check it out.
And we shall once we investigate the rest of this.
Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit.
That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint.
Detective Goodman's locker?
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
It'll be hard to get it open again if we closed it.
It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere.
Let's go with this glove.
Somebody left a glove here, but only one.
Detective Gumshoe? Maybe?
There you go, pal. Make me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know.
You mean SL9? I mean, it does have a tag on it.
Okay.
Extremely thin rubber glove.
Ah, and Lana was wearing surgical gloves. Maybe she did the SL9.
What is this Son paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression.
True art? I noticed there's a blue and yellow paint here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger?
Well, look, you might say this is my studio.
Here? In the evidence room?
Christ. I don't like the saw. 4.
Oh, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Blood. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps?
There you go, pal. Make me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case.
The case?
Yes, 9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there?
Another piece of SL9 evidence.
Yeah, let's take a closer look. Why not?
Wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
You want me to try to put it back together?
Yo, do we get to solve puzzles?
Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place.
Oh, God.
Okay, this is
Oh,
sick.
Jesus. Okay, all right,
No.
let's... Okay.
No.
Okay, and I can rotate all of these left or right. So hold on.
Oh, fudge. Okay, wait. We need...
Okay, yeah, we need... So... That? Yeah.
that.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the big... Yeah, hold on. No.
Oh, wait, you're right.
No, it's the first one. The first one, all the way on the left. And then rotate.
You're a
wait.
lying sack of shit.
Wait, no. Totally is. The long edge. That one. Okay, you see it in the preview? How it looks in the preview orientation? Yeah, one more time. It won't let it orientate like that. Okay. So it can't be that one. So maybe number 5, or the 6 one. 6 slot. One to the right.
It's how this.
Shut up.
This has to be this.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I like this one. No. That this one? That's this one.
Okay.
I wish I could see what the fuck this is. Nope.
No.
Oh.
Road. Okay, wait. There's like a lip at the top of it. So yeah. we need a
So
lip.
that's probably like that. That makes sense. I don't know how the fuck this one
The
goes.
other ones don't have a lip though.
Yeah.
All the way. What's one all the way to the right?
There we go. Okay, I see what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. One to the right. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All the way to the right? No. That one, no.
So
Yeah,
it's this one?
it's the other
Yeah.
piece, yeah.
Here we go. Okay.
And now we're
Okay.
missing a piece still. Missing the other handle, which is the bloody part.
All right.
We're pretty cracked.
Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
Yeah, I got that far too. In 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it.
Were some pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with.
That still, that doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar.
I kind of understand how it got broken.
Unstable jar added to the court record.
Okay, let's finish the examination. And
Is 2 lookable? Yeah.
Let's see if that's the same thing. Oh yeah, it's the same thing.
Put these pieces together, it makes a jar.
There are 2 things that bother me. 1, why are some of the pieces missing? And 2, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke.
I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar.
I guess we luminol it up.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we want to like examine shit. Let's luminol it up first. That makes sense.
That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. Now, I'm not a professional, but what's your opinion, Detective?
A pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien?
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker.
I'll make note of it on the floor plans.
Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked.
Okay.
Feel that gumshoe. Check the door.
Yeah.
And
And then let's check all these doors.
floor. Check the
safe.
paint supply. See if
The blue badger
Detective
killed.
Gumshoe hurt himself.
Let's check these.
What about the blood stained
yeah,
hand?
definitely. Yeah. Well, I mean, duh. Yep, it is blood.
I knew it, this is someone's right handprint.
What?
What's the matter, Detective?
This locker, it's mine.
It's yours?
Please. You have to help me. And they come to take me away. Promise I'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals?
This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans.
I'm counting on you guys. Believe in me, you can't trust the police.
What? But you're a detective.
Gumshoe's fighting the power.
Based. Check the paint up at the top.
Oh, that's a good call. Nope. Okay. Let's slide.
Fishing pole. Hard
Oh,
call.
oh.
Okay.
It's also right hand still?
Yeah.
No, that's left.
It's definitely right hand. Oh. I can't tell actually.
Why am I getting a reaction here?
That kind of looks like a thumb, like the
No,
back
you're
of
right.
it.
I see it now.
There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant.
Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. It's brought $50 from the chief.
Where did you get this, Emma?
Amazon? I always buy it by mail order.
Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans.
Hey, pal, look at the time.
Is there something you need to be going to?
So that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go give him my report for the day. Jesus. It might help you, though.
Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
The one that says nothing but no problems?
Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him.
Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe?
What does that mean? Nah, I'm up, pal. Later.
I meant what I said. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too.
I'm guessing that means that we're good.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean we spray pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Well,
Watch the last one on the way out.
all right, I'll avoid it. Oh Jesus.
Talk? Just in case. We're here.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Good talk.
Good talk. Good talk. Let's get out of here. Oh, we're going to Gummy. How the fuck do we get to Gummy? Oh, parking lot. Right.
February 23, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202.
Oh my god.
I get okay. I played him, right?
Yes.
Ah, guess my apologies.
Oh, it's you.
Have we met somewhere?
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long.
Is Edgeworth here?
You're standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Right.
Yeah, does the hotel bring him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am.
By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you.
Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow.
The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him.
This is a man who's had a toll taken on him.
He's been told.
That's true.
So, how did the inquiry committee go?
Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. We're lucky this time, again.
Again?
I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
Oh. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow?
While I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However,
Something happened?
they gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I believe I can do nothing but wait for his results.
I see.
Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still...
Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts.
Not even when he allegedly shot someone.
He was like, yeah, be what it may. I may have killed him. You never know.
What do you think?
Oh, right. I better check this now.
As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage.
Edgeworth, you went into the evidence that room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less.
Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less.
The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed.
The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case.
Well, now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence, screwdriver added to the court record.
Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case.
Anything else you want to show him before we...
The vase, maybe?
Yeah, what's up about the vase?
Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea.
I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case.
Mr. Wright, Miss Edgeworth told you no in a very polite manner.
Whose side are you on, anyway? Justice.
Justice.
Maybe if I just show him any of my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Oh.
Ask him about SL9, I guess? Try that.
But I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right?
All has to do with that case you were on. The SL9 incident. Some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in.
You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later.
Must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth.
The SO9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant.
That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then.
He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Oh, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is why a deputy chief of police was on the investigation.
In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed.
Wait, you didn't.
Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My
You've been
sister?
drinking, sir?
What?
No. If you are still studying forensic science,
Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this...
luminal testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this. Cocaine!
aluminum powder for taking fingerprints.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? You're the enemy, you know.
I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will.
Edgeworth, I'm really...
No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved.
Thanks. How about giving me these to Detective Gumshoe as well?
No.
Damn.
Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. Do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere.
Okay, well, I guess we're going back. Evidence room, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Fucking navigate my way here. Only.
There's also the phone. There might be prints on the phone here
Oh,
with
yeah,
the blood.
yeah. Oh shit. We need to like re-lumin oil it. Oh my god.
I don't know, man.
So I can't. Okay. She was wearing gloves though. I don't think that'll work. Interesting. Okay. Let's just go back there.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah. Start station.
Traveling
Here.
to the police evidence room.
February 23. Evidence room, sector 3.
Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint.
Here in the blood on the detective's evidence locker.
Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed.
Right, let's get this started. First, choose a finger.
A finger?
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
I really can't tell the difference at a glance.
Quit procrastinating and choose a finger.
Index.
Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done.
We're starting to get that sparkle in her eyes.
First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around.
Huh? How do you do that?
With,
The A button.
see?
Ah, looks like cocaine.
The aluminum powder
Gumshoe?
adheres completely to the nostril. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess.
That's why it's called blow.
That's true.
Huh? How do I do that?
With... Why? Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See?
Wow, this looks like fun. Might take some getting used to, though.
It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything.
Damn it.
Wait,
You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright.
I guess I'd better give it a try.
They should have brought back the DS way. So the DS, you had to literally blow into the microphone to fucking blow it up. Which makes like emulating like hell. I'm not gonna blow it in the microphone. Oh,
The DS is why the Pokemon chat tot got banned in competitive.
that's true.
Ah, you did it. You found one.
But this looks nothing like a fingerprint.
Hmm. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
I think it means we're out of luck.
Out of luck.
The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves.
Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem to be a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints.
Looking at the locker door again closely,
Whoa.
it seems like there were other fingerprints outside the bloody handprints as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print.
Fingerprints outside the blood.
Oh, there's like one here.
Big fan of the fact that, like, she's just like, I can see fingerprints.
True. Okay.
Whoa.
Like blowing out birthday candles. Oh, okay.
Doing
Yo.
blow with hookers.
It's my fingerprint.
Yeah, it looks just like me.
For real.
I wonder if they use somebody's actual fingerprint.
I wonder, yeah, or if they like someone drew this. You good? You
Bottom
wanna?
corner, it looks like. Or it really has to be solid. You have to, like... Yeah, just coke it up, man. It's like a birthday. You can't half-ass a birthday, man.
That's true.
Hey, a print so clear it's dazzling.
Dazzling.
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's smash it up right away.
So we're not done yet? This is quite a
You have to
process.
find it, then you have to look at a sheet.
Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right?
Guess she's right.
Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth and point out the person you think left these prints.
Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
You can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find in this evidence locker?
I'm sure.
Wow.
I would bet money that those pluses are just randomly.
True. Honestly.
Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
Guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr.
She
Wright.
never miss, huh? Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Well, let's check it out.
Yeah, we had the mystery one.
Side left.
Eh.
This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right?
Right, there was a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this?
There go her eyes sparkling again.
Nah.
Okay, let's check for prints. Even though
That's
it's a
the
lot
spirit.
of work.
Oh, but I have to warn you about something first.
What?
The area with the blood was wiped away, right?
We only ended up finding it using chemical means.
Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too.
Oh, right. So that means no prints.
Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
Don't ask me.
Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the one left by the bloody hand. Oh,
Okay.
where's the other fingers?
Oh wait. Ooh. Oop.
I'd like to try one of the other fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was right. Okay.
Yeah.
I just kind of hit A accidentally. All right. Let's do some blow. Ah.
Crazy.
All right.
Ooh, this is a loop type fingerprint.
Ooh. What type of fingerprint are you?
Do you ever learn about fingerprinting in school?
I did, yeah,
like-
actually.
Yeah, you learn about like the different types of fingerprints. You've got like your circles and your loops, and then your like, it's like the hump. I don't remember what the shape is called. Like a hill?
Something like that.
Whoa.
I did forensics
No.
back in my day. Yeah, it was close. No.
No. Yes.
Yes?
Jake Marshall. Wow, Jake Marshall. Hey, these fingerprints,
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
it's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall?
Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record.
But that's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
Emma. This is decidedly different than Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh.
So, we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain.
Why would Officer Marshall...
Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. Guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it.
Ooh.
Damn.